Welcome into episode 3.
Yo.
Episode 3 of the Walk-Ons. Happy New Year to everybody.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year, bro. Did I tell you that? I didn't even
I don't
text
think
you,
you
huh?
did. I don't think I texted you either.
Well, Happy New Year, bro.
Happy New Year to
Happy
you
New
too.
Year, Laney.
Did you have any festivities? Did you do
Yeah.
any festivities?
Yeah. I was hanging out with two of my friends. Yeah, we just went out to eat, really.
Okay.
Had a little more to drink than I wanted to. But
Texas Roadhouse?
no, we went to this this like seafood spot, bro. Yeah, and it was straight. It was straight. Just had some fish and we had a couple drinks and yeah, it was straight. What'd you do?
Absolutely nothing.
That's what's up, though.
That is what's up. Yeah, just kind of hung out. Laney's mom was by herself, so we went out there for a little bit
Yep.
and just kind of watched TV and played Uno.
Oh, that's lit.
Yeah, it was very lit. So
Yeah. No, Uno's a good game, man.
It was. So,
You're not going to point out that you lost and you didn't win a single game?
hell, here we go.
Ooh, yeah, he left that out, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we went. We had 6 players and 5 people won a game. I never won, so something about it. But anyway, episode 3, man.
Yeah, what we got on the agenda today? What you
So
thinking?
we've had a lot of good engagement. Thank you guys for constantly DMing and posting in the comments, man.
Like
yeah,
clap,
we gotta
like
clap
clap.
that up.
Yes,
Clap it
sir.
up for
Yes,
that one.
sir. We appreciate it. I promise. I
Clap it up
promise.
for that one. I think we'll just kind of get straight to the point. One of the more intriguing questions is why don't athletic point guards win titles?
Really?
It was kind of vague, yeah. It was kind of vague, but I responded, and they specifically John Ball, shout out Dre, right?
Yep.
Allen Iverson and Russ, which Russ had an opportunity when he was in OKC,
Yep.
but that kind of fell through.
Yeah.
Why do you think they don't win titles?
Man, is it not just a coincidence, though?
I think so.
It's got to be. But pointing that out, who pointed that out? Do you know the guy's name? No?
I have to look it up
Okay.
in the comments.
That's a crazy coincidental type topic, I guess you can say, because
Mm-hmm.
I've never would have thought about, you know what I'm saying, like these athletic point guards not being able to win championships, bro. But yeah, I think it's just a coincidence, man. I think the basketball guys was just probably like, look, man, you can already do so much right now that we're gonna have to, limit your title run. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Give the less athletic a place to shine as well.
Yeah.
I think that's all it is. It's just coincidence, a huge coincidence. What do you think?
It is. I also think that with the influx as basketball players are evolving,
Yeah.
we're starting to see more and more athletic point guards.
That's facts.
Most athletic point guards are lottery picks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
they're going to teams that aren't necessarily set up to win titles right off the bat.
That's
Now,
facts.
John Wall's been in the league for a while,
Yep.
but he's primarily, for the most part, been loyal to where he
Washington.
started, to
Yep.
Washington.
Yep.
Aside from leaving now, but it's just, to me, it's purely coincidental.
Same.
But it is a good question, though. That was
Man, that's really good.
that was a very
that's
good question.
Something that I've never thought about, bro.
I haven't either.
That's crazy. I mean, okay, so who you name? You said AI, Russ.
AI, Russ, John Wall, De'Aaron
We don't,
Fox.
we don't have one. We don't have one. I'm trying to think. Growing up, they weren't. We didn't have like a really like athletic point that we were kind of rooting on outside of AI, huh?
No, not really.
Baron Davis was kind of sneaky athletic.
Yeah.
He didn't get a ring though.
No,
Okay.
he didn't.
Damn, I don't like the fact that he's right.
He is
He's-
right. I know. It is kind of weird.
That's a good call.
So,
I don't know, bro. Yeah.
and
Big
I
coincidence,
I
bro.
mean, yeah, point guard is kind of a loose term now, though, I think, as
That's
well.
facts.
Like, because
Mhm.
you got guys like Giannis that bring the ball up. I mean, AD brings the ball up for the Lakers half the
Yep.
time. Obviously, LeBron and Jimmy Butler, those guys are going to be more ball dominant. We don't really have. I think the better question is, like, who's going to be the next true point guard?
Yeah. The Ball brother, right?
Lonzo? LaMelo?
Melo.
You think so?
I can see him being a traditional point. He can pass that hole for real.
He can. But so can Zoe.
He can too.
Like, that's kind of what I think what Lonzo's fame was. Like, he could
Yeah,
score,
yeah.
but he was like a willing.
Yeah, they
No.
compared him to Jason Kidd.
Yeah,
He had
exactly.
Jay Kidd numbers. He could get the board. He could push. He could pass it nicely. Play
Yeah.
good defense. Yeah. I
Which
think
he's
the
done
Ball
a-
brothers could do that though.
He's
Traditional points.
Lonzo's done a tremendous job fixing his jump shot. Oh my gosh.
See, he should have hit you up.
Hey, clap it up for whoever he was working with.
Yeah, let's do that. We can do that. We can do that.
Clap it up for whoever he was working with, man. Because it's square now. It's not over here.
Yeah. Nah, it looks much better for
It's,
sure.
That is wild. An even more intriguing question I think that we had was if you, Jay Jones, had to start a franchise today,
Okay.
who would you want to be the centerpiece at guard? De'Aaron Fox,
Okay.
Ja Morant, or Trae Young?
That's tough. For some reason, I want to lean towards Trae Young.
Yeah.
But I do like, you said Ja Morant.
Mhm.
I like Ja Morant a lot. I like De'Aaron Fox a lot.
By the way, one of the fastest guys with a basketball in his hand ever that I've seen in person.
I agree. I feel like Trae Young's game is just more sustainable. Just the way he utilizes the screens. De'Aaron Fox is super fast. I feel like at some point, you know what I'm saying, eventually the game's going to slow down.
Yeah.
And he's still a great point guard. But if I'm just thinking about who I want, I think I'm going to take Trae Young. I just think when it comes down to it, his game is just pretty sustainable already. Kind of got a little Steph. We know that comparison. You don't want to make the same mistake kind of and just sleep on, like,
Right.
Trae Young, like people were doing with Steph. And, yeah, bro, I just feel like that man is already ready to produce.
He was a hooper in Oklahoma. We played him in the PK80 tournament.
He went crazy, huh?
He was obviously he was a freshman, and Christian James was actually the one that was talking the most smack to everybody.
I don't know who that is.
He was number 0. He had a 3 in the corner. Was like, "Hey, none of y'all guard me," and then like ran down, and Jalen Barford like filleted him or something. I don't know what happened. Something happened anyway.
What about you? Who you taking?
I'm gonna be honest. I agree with you. Trae Young's game is more fitted to the NBA, the pick and roll system, because he's so small.
Yep.
Obviously, he can shoot from 40.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't take shots from 40 every time. You know what I mean? Like, every shot you take can't be from 40.
That's
so
right.
Coming off of a pick and roll, I think he's much more lethal. Now, Ja is the same way as well. I haven't really watched much of De'Aaron Fox in the league. I have to be honest. You get tired of watching them when they beat you all the time. So
Yeah.
You know, plus he's out in Sacramento, and
They don't get a lot of airtime.
They don't down there. But yeah, I think Trae's game is more, like you said, sustainable to the league.
Yeah.
Because the pick and roll offense is something that is not going to go away, and you're seeing a lot more in college now.
Yeah. He made one move the other day off the pick and roll that was just crazy. Dropped somebody, I think.
Oh, really?
It was stupid, bro. And I'm like, damn, like, no, he didn't drop him. He had Kyrie moving. You seen that?
Yes.
Bro, he had
him
Kyrie
dancing.
moving. Like, Kyrie's supposed to make how he be making people move. I'm like, what kind of paradox stuff? Like, I couldn't believe it, bro. Like, the setup was nice.
Yeah.
Led him back into the screen, real patient.
Yeah.
He's tough, bro.
He sold the dribble drive really well, and then stopped, came back, pulled back. Yeah,
Shit was
Kyrie
nasty.
had both
nasty.
shoulders pointed to the corner, and he was looking back like this. That's how you know it's
Had
bad.
him beat already. Led him back into the screen. I'm like, yo, yeah, that's different though.
Yeah,
That's different.
But he's been working with Alex Basil, one of the guys that works out with Dusty and Bobby out there in California.
Okay.
Really good dude. Really, really, really good trainer. But
Yeah.
that kind of ties in what you were saying with Trae. Kind of ties into the next question I wanted to ask. Y'all been asking some really fire questions.
That's what's up, bro.
Like,
that's really good.
This next question is: do you think we'll ever see another traditional big? We have Shaq, Alonzo Mourning.
Oh,
You know, a guy that's going to play in the post, back to the basket. And we both will have an opinion. I want to hear yours first before I go.
Traditional where they won't shoot threes at all.
Yeah.
I don't see it. No. I was talking. Well, we had the conversation the other day on House where we were just talking about how offense now is just very, very like it's at a really, really high place.
Mm-hmm.
And that's taken away from a lot of defense, and that's made the game so much faster that I don't think the traditional big will fit into that type of playing style anymore.
Right.
I think at this point, you kind of like you said, you brought up a great point when you said AD can bring the ball down. You want somebody to get the board and then be able to go.
Yeah.
Because the game is just that fast. Like the offense is just like the NBA is just catered around like points, bro. So
It is.
I don't see it. I know that there can always be a change, but right now I'm saying nah, bro. Like, yeah, we ain't really got time to be throwing it down there to a post and waiting 6 seconds. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta go. You feel me? So, yeah, I think that's over with.
Yeah, I agree in the sense that the way the game is now, when you pull a big out from the bucket, if you as a big man can pop and shoot a three, you stretch the defense out even more. Think about, like we just mentioned, guys like Trae Young, Dame Lillard, Steph.
Yeah.
If I can set a screen 35 feet out from the basket and then know that my guy's going to have to worry about Steph and then try to get back to me.
Yeah.
Or vice versa, if they switch and then this opposite guard has to come stunt for me when I catch the ball, then we've got the defense on our heels.
Yeah.
You know, on their heels, I mean. You know what I'm saying? So
I do. Yeah.
I think the way the game, like you said, the game is fast. It's about threes now. They're trying to turn everybody into like a 3-and-D in some sense of the imagination. You got guys like Steven Adams, who's, going to be a really good screen setter, but not really much of a threat. But I think we're going to start to see more and more guys utilizing the three-point. I mean, Myers Leonard shoots a lot for Portland. Who else? AD, obviously.
Brook Lopez, he makes me mad sometimes when he throws that up.
Threes up. He does. He gets his money. And another point, like, why would I want somebody that's 7 feet tall, that kind of moves really slow or has slower feet, playing with their back to the basket when I could have a KD, Giannis, or LeBron?
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. Yeah.
I would much rather, especially Giannis and LeBron, I would much rather put them in a position to play back to the basket because they're such a threat and willing passers that they're going to make the next play.
Yep.
The mismatches in the small and point forward position, and it used to be like, I mean, nobody was stopping Shaq, obviously.
Exactly.
It used to be Shaq, Alonzo Mourning, and a couple of other people. I forget who he mentioned, but yeah, I think traditional bigs is kind of a thing of the past, which
I do too.
It's kind of sad, but at the same time, like you said, the pace of the game, it's much more exciting.
Yeah, I think, it's just not a lot of room for it right now, honestly. I think if you bring a traditional big, like maybe off the bench to make a little noise, get you a couple stops, that's different. You know what I'm saying? But just, kind of how dominant like Shaq was, I don't see anybody being able to pull that off today.
No, so absolutely not.
That's just my thoughts, though. I don't be knowing nothing, y'all. Like, I don't be knowing much.
Which, speaking of big men and Shaq, kind of transitioning in, another question was, do the Lakers need a big man?
No, they could put AD at the 5 and be fine.
I think so, too. A lot of people talking about their defensive chemistry. We got to think about it. Half of their team is gone. Like, you've got the Morris twin that's over there now, he was there last year, but you got Montrez. Guys that, I mean, you also got to think, these guys are, 90 days out of their last, they're probably tired. But a lot of the stuff that is causing them problems is just rotation.
Yeah.
Like your defensive rotation on the floor, you have to know who's going to take what. I know there was a clip, somebody was talking about how Trez or is it Marcus or Markeith that's on?
I have no clue.
Morris.
The Morris brother.
Yeah, the Morris brother. They're saying he was really late and that it was his fault off of this and off of pick and roll, and they just don't have the rotations right now.
Yeah, you can fix that, though.
Yeah, and playing small, I mean, how small is really 6'8" and 6'9"?
That's facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, they have a dominant big in AD who can, he's a stretch 5. He can play all 5 positions on the floor if he wanted to.
Yeah.
I don't think you need a big man because when it comes down to it, and you really have to turn it on, who are your 2 guys you're going to look to?
LeBron and AD.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's off the rip,
Yeah, and with the way they get triple-doubles when they want to, now I'm not just saying they could be walking triple-doubles if they wanted to.
Yeah.
But I don't really think, I wouldn't be stressing too much if I was a Lakers fan right now.
No, I wouldn't either. And I still like the pickup of Marc Gasol, though. I think he's going to be able to bring something to the Lakers.
That is something that when we had our first pod, I may have to post the clip, and I was like, "You think he's going to be an asset?" And you were very adamant and very
gonna be able to pass that.
very right. We'll clap it up for Jay on that.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. God, they don't be sleeping on my hot takes. Well, it wasn't really a hot take.
It wasn't really a hot take at all.
Yeah, it wasn't. But I think, yeah, I think so. I still think he's going to be able to play within that system pretty well. Yeah, he can pass that joint, man. That was the main thing for me. Just being able to dish the ball, have another facilitator alongside Brian. I think is going to help. So.
Yeah, having somebody that's a willing passer out of the post too.
Yeah, exactly.
It helps a lot. That's something
high-low action. Yeah,
that's something that I think the Mavs are kind of missing. You know, they've got Boban, but the reason the Mavs offense is so lethal is you have a willing passer that's 6'7".
Yep.
Luka, but Luka's so good about coming off the pick, and he holds the guy on that shoulder.
And nothing you can do.
And as Boban is rolling, Boban's man is having to think, do I step up and take Luka?
Yeah.
Do I stay with Boban? At the same time, Boban's already to the rim, which causes the far corner to tag. Luka's a willing passer, put a shooter in the corner, swing it out. That's why the Mavs offense is so lethal.
Yeah, what's his name was getting a lot of those.
Hardaway,
bro.
Yeah.
That's really good. That's a good call. I'm like, man, he kind of got a strap.
Yeah.
But he just sitting there.
But he's open, yeah.
Open.
And all of that is off of Luke coming off the pick, holding his man, and forcing the big to make a decision.
Mm-hmm.
Because if he stays with him, then somebody from the corner, either corner has to tag.
Yep.
It's just an open kick out, and then we got the defense moving.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that is one of the reasons as well.
Yeah, bro, they're doing a good job with that for real, bro. For real. The Mavs look good, too.
They do. We'll see. We'll see how it pans out.
Luka top 5 team or nah? Not really.
At this point, it's early. I think that
they make the playoffs though.
They'll make the playoffs. Yeah. I'm sure. They're gonna take time to catch their stride. They've got some new guys. They lost some really good role players. Seth Curry, like I said in the first pod, arguably one of the more consistent ones for the Mavericks at that time. At that time, was just knocking down shots. He would stop the bleeding when the other team would go on a run. Transitioning though, the team that they lost to, the Clippers, Kawhi was back on the floor finally.
He had that stupid mask on.
That was
cut up. It was like cut off right here or something.
It was stupid, but that's my question though.
What's your question?
Masked Kawhi.
Did he go crazy? I didn't watch.
28-7 or something like that.
That's what's up.
Masked LeBron scores 61 in Miami.
Masked Kyrie.
Masked Kyrie goes crazy
with the untucked jersey.
Yes, the quarter.
Yeah, where it's just hanging a little bit.
Yeah,
can go between the legs quick somehow. Yeah, that joint.
Mask Kobe goes for 33 against the Heat.
So it's something about the mask. Is that what
you're
saying?
Does the mask increase your attributes?
Yeah. I was actually hoping that you bought me one for Christmas. Because when I come back to hoop,
that's my bad.
I'm gonna probably wear a mask and I'm gonna be able to tell you. So I'm thinking I'm gonna come. It's gonna be Mask J. If I come back with a strap, then we know it works.
Okay.
If I come back and I'm garbage, then they're just different.
They are. Okay.
You feel me? So we can put it to the test. I'm gonna get the mask. Oh yeah, look. This is a Walk-Ons pod exclu. When I come back and start hooping, I'm gonna have a mask.
When do you want to have a mask? When do you want to start hooping again?
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Somehow this turns into me. We went from NBA to average hoop tuber. Well, we're doing something Tuesday, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's where it starts. Ease my way back into things.
Get back into it. By the way, should I tell him about the pod?
What?
Should I tell him about the thing in January?
Yeah, you can. Okay. You can for sure.
All right. So Jeremy and I are putting together some stuff for the NBA Playmakers. Is that what it is? Do I need to be that? Do I need to?
No, you can tell them. We just make sure. Well, we'll tell you guys. We don't know if it's going to happen for sure, but we're hoping that it does.
Yeah,
that's the only thing.
Yeah, essentially, we're going to be recording some more workout stuff. Trying to post back on our basketball page that we had going back in the summer.
Yeah.
But yeah, so stay tuned for any of that stuff. We'll teach you some of the stuff that we're talking about here. So Tuesday, Jay Jones is back in the building.
Yeah, with no mask. Not on Tuesday.
Okay.
Give me some time, get my attributes up a little bit.
Okay.
And then I'm going to put a mask on. We're going to hoop, and I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm here.
You have arrived.
I'm here. I've arrived.
I've arrived. Okay. All right. So stay tuned Tuesday.
How did Paul George do, though? I didn't watch the game.
I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't follow it too much.
Yeah. Laney, can you check for us? Can you see what Paul George averaged?
Yeah, so I'm glad you brought him up.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a very weirdly phrased question.
Is it about the braids?
No.
Okay, good.
But it might be equally as important, maybe kind of violating like I did Wiggins last time.
Whoa, it's one of those joints?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Hot take Clay?
Yes, hot take Clay. We'll go with that. Is Paul George, I'm going to have to explain it. Is Paul George a PG and player anymore? When the TV, whatever, they go into the game, they show him warming up, and they say they're going to take on Paul George and the Pacers.
Okay, yeah.
Is he still at that level where he can be Paul George and the Clippers, or is it going to be Kawhi Leonard and Paul George and the Clippers?
Oh, no, it's for sure Kawhi. This hurts to say, but I think it's Kawhi and the Clippers. Like, I don't think it's I don't even think it's Paul George. I don't think he's mentioned at all right now. I think they do it to kind of be nice.
Yeah.
To not be disrespectful, but yeah, that's clear. Hey, man went down, was bleeding to death. They pretty much say, hey, bro, you got to get yourself together. We can't win without you. That's what I gathered from, you know what I'm saying, these past couple of games without him. They can't perform without him, bro.
Well, and I also think it's a testament to everybody that says, like, LeBron's got help, Michael Jordan had help.
Yeah.
Like, you have to have help in this league. There's too many guys that are so good that can beat you on any given night. Like, PG could have 40, and they could still have lost by 20.
Yeah. But, you know, the thing with that is they'll rather him have the 40. They don't care about the L. That's what they be telling me. Like, nah, but he still needs to go for 40. He still got to get his. And there's a little truth to that.
Yeah.
But to your point, bro, I think if anything, best case, it's Kawhi and PG and the Clippers.
So he's lost his, like, superstar status. Well, not necessarily superstar status.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, he's about on the same level as Jason Tatum, and Jason Tatum is...
Don't do that.
No, I'm being honest. And Jason Tatum is younger, so it's like he gotta come on with it, though.
Yeah, but I think the Celtics are... Well, that's a good point. Whenever they introduce the Celtics, they say Brad Stevens and Jason Tatum and stuff like that. But I also think Jason Tatum has just about as much notoriety. Well, I guess, never mind. I'm arguing your point back to you. That's on me.
I know, but it hurts me to say it. Like, I don't want this to happen. But I'm thinking about it like, shoot, bro. Like, I witnessed it. I couldn't even, like, you know, not acknowledge what was going on, bro.
Right.
Like, damn. I mean, shoot. Like, he couldn't even, you know. He was hooping, but he wasn't hooping like I needed him to hoop.
Right. What I mean, when you sustain a horrible injury like that, you know, your confidence kind of wavers, and it may take a while for him to get that back, and he may not want to be back like at that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, he may just want to coast for a little bit and then just kind of ride out, make his money, and hopefully try to win a championship. I think that's what we see a lot of people do now is, like, I mean, LeBron did it earlier in his career, but most people, when they get older, screw making money. I want to go get a ring.
Yep.
That's the only thing that matters.
Yeah.
And so I think maybe he's kind of at that. You think he's maybe like at that side of his career? Like,
see, it's hard to tell. If so, I think he needs to be more vocal about that if he is, because I feel like sometimes he comes off as if that's not the case. But we can kind of see that it is, and that's why he receives the backlash that he does. Now, don't get it twisted. Like, Paul George is still my favorite player, so y'all hear me talking about him because somebody was like, give up on him, but I'm like, hey, just because he's not the best player doesn't mean he's not my favorite. Like, that's still my guy.
Tough love. Did you find out his stats?
Yeah.
What do you end up having?
23 against Portland.
It's not bad.
On the
Real light.
30th. Then he had 18 against Minnesota on the 29th. But overall, right now, he's averaging 22.4, 5.6
rebounds or assists.
Assists.
So he's averaging 22 and 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, 22. Well, 22 and 6 if you round up.
22 and 6.
We need him about around at 25. We need him 25 and.
But in a league that's so good.
No, yeah, for sure. But,
I mean,
you know, they're expecting him to do a lot more, honestly.
Nobody is going to be able – I mean, just anybody in college is not going to be able to walk out there and just go get average 25 a game.
I know. Oh, hey, you know I get it.
Like, He's shooting almost
And
50% from
field
three.
goal percentage, 54.2.
So he's shooting almost 55% from the field.
He's still a bucket.
Yeah,
Of course,
that's nice.
you know, caveat, we're 5 games in,
Yeah.
6 games in, you know.
They play tonight. They play Utah tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, we got to lock in.
Got to
Need to
lock in
watch
on that one.
Yeah, we will.
So
But yeah, them numbers, they should increase a little bit too.
just a little
I'm
bit.
thinking. But yeah, man, I do want him to have some 40s in there, just so I can talk my stuff on Instagram. Like, yo, come on, you see the 40 ball? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I need those, but those numbers are good though. He should
Okay.
be an all-star.
Oh yeah,
this year.
he'll be an all-star for sure.
5.8 rebounds.
Okay, so 6 rebounds. So I mean, his numbers are looking good. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously we're 6 games in or 5 games in, however many. One last question I wanted to ask: is it James Harden's fault he hasn't won a ring yet? That's another great question in the comments.
It is. Nah, I don't think it is though. I don't think it's his fault.
You don't think so? Do you
I don't
think he
think so.
solely believed when he left OKC that he could go win a championship in Houston by himself, or did he leave to go to Houston to be the guy?
He left to be the guy.
So you think that's not his own fault?
I mean, it is, but if he would have stayed, he still wouldn't have won a ring, I don't think. in
No,
OKC.
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah, I feel like where was he supposed to go?
That's a good point.
I don't think there was anywhere that he could go around that time that would have guaranteed him a championship. So I feel like he took the best deal.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't necessarily think that's his fault. I think that was just kind of like the cards that were handed to him at the time. I feel like he's starting to realize now that he does have the power to try to make a change to make that type of run.
Right.
And that's why he's in the dilemma that he's in.
Yeah. Or the NBA could just expand and, we could get an Arkansas team, right? They were talking about that.
When?
Not an Arkansas team. Not an Arkansas
I was
team.
like, what?
But they were talking about expanding. We only have a couple of minutes left, but that was the last question. I felt bad we didn't get to it last time. But
Yeah.
do you think the NBA should expand
And
beyond 30 teams?
I would like it.
I think it would be good. Obviously, we had the rim rockers, but
Yeah, I know.
that was so bad.
Man, oh man. Phew. Yeah. But yeah, bro, I would like that. More teams,
I think it would be good. I think it would allow the NBA to have more of a fandom, even though it's already pretty massive.
Yeah.
I think for, obviously Arkansas doesn't have a pro team. The Hogs are where everybody goes.
Yeah.
Unless you're over in the Memphis side and then it's divided, Arkansas State,
Yeah.
We're one of the few states that doesn't get any love like that. I think
true.
seeing the NBA, maybe not necessarily if they came to Arkansas, because I don't think they would be very successful in the
I don't
team
either.
because the Metroplex is just not very good. But
Mm-hmm.
I think if they went somewhere else that was, even if they did another like Utah team or another Colorado team or something like that,
Yep.
I think it would be beneficial for fans that don't always get to travel or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that would be good. That would
It'd be interesting to see though.
I would like to see that.
So we'll see. I mean, thank you guys so much for all the comments. This is
yeah.
amazing stuff that we've been answering.
Clap it up for
Yeah, we'll clap it
those
up for
in
you
the
one more
comments.
time.
That's love.
That is love.
That's really, yeah, bro.
That's
Yeah,
really
some
good.
stuff,
You guys, we want to include you as much as possible. As long as everything, we're not starting any fights or anything in the comments.
Yeah.
And
We're gonna keep it PG.
Keep it. Oh my gosh. Boom. I wish I had the sound. There we go. Yeah. Okay. We'll dap it up for that one. Y'all make sure to continue posting comments. Let us know in the DMs. I'll link the Instagram page as well as I forgot what I was going to say. Wow, I lost it.
I know what I want to say though.
Go ahead.
I think PG needs to get rid of the braids.
Uh-oh. We're going to leave it right
Well,
there.
we'll talk about it later. I think he'll be back once he gets rid of the braids.
Okay.
Braids
Also,
mess him up.
if you guys see any of the short snippets, that's what I was going to say. If you see any short snippets, it's from this episode. We'll try to post full shows every week.
Yeah.
But GG's, guys. We'll see you later.
GG's, we out.